Good morning, children. Welcome back. This is class 10th, subject mathematics, chapter number 3, a pair of linear equations in two variables, lecture number 3. Children, in previous lecture, in lecture number 2, I made you understand the concept of consistency and inconsistency of a pair of linear equations. Let us start today's lecture. The topic which I am going to cover today is substitution method. Now, what do you mean by substitution method? Let us recall it. Children, this concept is not new for you. The same concept you have learnt in class 9th as well. Let us understand what is substitution method. Substitution method is that method through which we can calculate the values of the variables present in a pair of linear equations. Children, we are learning the chapter a pair of linear equation in two variables. So through substitution method, we are going to calculate the values of both the variables present in the equations. So let us start substitution method. What is to be done in this method? First of all, find the value of any of the variable in the term of other variable from any of the equations. Fine. After that, you have to put that value in the another equation so that the another equation will be in one variable only. And after that, you can solve it. Understood, children? For better clarity of the concept, let us start taking the questions from exercise 3.3 NCERT. Children, just understand the very first question. Solve the pair of linear equations by substitution method. This is question number 1, second part. The statement is s minus t is equal to 3, s upon 3 plus t upon 2 is equal to 6. Children, this is a pair of linear equation in two variables, and the variables used in these equations are s and t. So what is to be done first of all? Please focus on first step. First of all, I am going to simplify equation number 2. This is s upon 3 plus t upon 2 is equal to 6. So I am going to take LCM. LCM of 3 and 2 will be 6. 6 divided by 3, which is the denominator, I will get 2 and 2 will be multiplied by s. You will be getting 2s plus 6 divided by 2 is equal to 3. 3 into t is equal to 3t is equal to 6. Now by cross multiplying, children, I have got 2s plus 3t is equal to 36. Now I am going to apply substitution method. What is to be done from the very first equation, that is s minus t is equal to 3. I am going to find the value of s from there. It would be 3 plus t. Now putting the value of s from equation number 1 in equation number 2. Equation number 2 is 2s plus 3t is equal to 36. Now at place of s, children, I am going to put 3 plus t. See, 2 into 3 plus t is plus 3t is equal to 36. 2 will be multiplied by each and every term written in the bracket. So 2 into 3 will become 6 plus 2 into t will become 2t, that is twice of t, plus thrice of t is equal to 36. Now I am solving 2t plus 3t. It would become 5t is equal to 36 minus 6. 6 which was written on left hand side has gone on right hand side. So 5t is equal to 30. T is equal to 6. Now children, I am going to put the value of t is equal to 6 in equation number 1. This is your equation number 1. S minus t is equal to 3. S minus 6 is equal to 3. Correct? At place of t I am going to put 6. So what would be the value of s? S will be 3 plus 6, that is 9. So thus through substitution method we have calculated the value of s, which is 9, and t, which is 6. Understood, children? Now children, I am going to take another question from the same exercise 3.3. This is first question, fifth part. Given linear equations are root 2x plus root 3y is equal to 0. And another equation is root 3x minus root 8y is equal to 0. As the name of the method is substitution. So from first equation, I am going to calculate the value of x, so that I can substitute this value of x in another equation. So root 2x is equal to minus root 3y. Why minus? Because root 3y was written on left hand side and it has been shifted to right hand side. So definitely the sign will be changed. So x is equal to minus root 3 upon root 2y. Now this value, children, I am going to substitute in equation number 2. Put the value of x from equation number 1 in equation number 2. See children, this is equation number 2. Root 3x minus root 8y is equal to 0. Root 3 into, what was the value which I calculated from equation number 1 of x? That was minus root 3 upon root y into x. Minus root 8y is equal to 0. Root 3 into minus root 3 will become 3 upon root 2 into y minus root 8y is equal to 0. Now children, I am going to take root 2 as LCM. If root 2 is LCM, so I am going to get minus 3y as the first term minus root 8 into root 2 will become root 16y. And children, you know very well that root 16 is a perfect square. So root 16 is 4. So minus 3y minus 4y is equal to 0. It would become minus 7y is equal to 0. So y is equal to 0 upon minus 7, which is actually 0 only. Now put the value of y in equation number 1. Now children, put the value of y in equation number 1. Equation number 1 is root 2x plus root 3y is equal to 0. Root 2x plus root 3 into 0. See, we have just calculated the value of y, which is 0. So root 3x plus root 3 into 0 is equal to 0. Root 2x plus root 3 into 0 will become 0 is equal to 0. Root 2x is equal to 0. So x is equal to 0 upon root 2, which is actually equal to 0. So thus the values of both the variable which are present in this question, they were x and y, and the values of both are 0. Children, these were the tough questions which I have taken. Now you please note down your mathematics homework. Maths homework is do question number 1, first part, third part and sixth part of exercise 3.3 along with the classwork questions. Question number 1, second part and fifth part of exercise 3.3 in homework notebook. Please note down children. You have to do all these 5 parts in homework notebook. Now children, let us start discussion of homework questions. Before I start taking homework question, let us recall the concept which was taught in the previous lecture. So the generalized form of a pair of linear equation in two variable is a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Now we are going to compare the ratio of the coefficients as well as constants. See children, in case number 1, if a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2, then definitely the lines will be intersecting. There will be only unique solution existence and the system will be consistent. Please switch to case number 2. If a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2, then the lines will coincide each other. There will be infinitely many solutions exist and the system will be consistent. Now the last point is case 3. if a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 but not equal to c1 upon c2, then the lines will be parallel and having no solution, and of course the system will be inconsistent. Now children, this is a homework question which I am going to take. I found question number 7 of exercise 3.2 a little bit difficult for you. So I am going to take that question. Please listen the question very carefully. Draw the graph of the equations x minus y plus 1 is equal to 0 and 3x plus 2y minus 12 is equal to 0. Determine the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle formed by these lines and x-axis. And after that you have to shade the rectangular region as well. So, understood the statement? Let us start its solution. You will be having given a pair of linear equations. Children, as it is said that you have to show the graphical representation of it. So, as taught in the previous lecture, you have to go for the plotting of the coordinates. So, let us start with the very first equation. First equation is x minus y plus 1 is equal to 0. Can I write it y is equal to x plus 1? Because here you are going to put the different values of x to calculate the different values of y. Clear? So let us find the coordinates which you have to plot so that the straight line can be drawn on the Cartesian plane. So first value I have taken x is equal to 0. Children, put it in on left hand side. If x is equal to 0, so definitely y will be 1. If x is equal to 4, then y will be 5. And if x is equal to minus 1, then y will be 0. So the points which we have to plot from the equation number 1, they are 0, 1, 4, 5 and minus 1, 0. Now children, let us start making the table based on equation number 2. Equation number 2 is 3x plus 2y minus 12 is equal to 0. So 2y is equal to 12 minus 3x. So what would be y? Y is equal to 12 minus 3x upon 2. Now I am going to take the different values of x. See, here I have taken x is equal to 0. So what would be the value of y? Y will be 12 minus 3 into 0 upon 2. 3 into 0 will give you 0. So 12 upon 2 will give you 6. Now I am going to put the value of x is equal to 2. So 12 minus 3 into 2 means 12 minus 6. 6 upon 2 will give you 3. So the value of y will be 3. Now x is equal to 4. 12 minus 3 into 4, that is 12 minus 12 means 0 upon 2. So the value of y will be 0. So now the coordinates are 0, 6, 2, 3 and 4, 0. Now children, the points to be plotted are 0, 1, 4, 5, minus 1, 0 from equation number 1. 0, 6, 2, 3, 4, 0 of equation number 2. Let us start plotting. Please focus on Cartesian plane. The horizontal line is x-axis and the vertical line is y-axis. Let us start plotting the very first coordinate 0, 1. As here x coordinate is 0 means abscissa is 0, so it must be plotted on y-axis, that is 0, 1. Now 4, 5. Children, I have taken 4. Definitely 4 will be considered as abscissa and 5 will be considered as ordinate. So here 4, 5 is also plotted. Now switch to minus 1, 0. As abscissa is negative, so it must come on the left hand side, or I can say it must come on the horizontal line, that is OX dash. So minus 1, 0. Now the complete line is drawn. Switch to rest of the three coordinates 0, 6. Again the abscissa is 0. So definitely point you can see children here. This is 0, 6 will be on y-axis. Now 2, 3. 2, 3 children, you can see there I have given the point as A also. I have given its name as A. Now 4 comma 0. Here ordinate is 0. So the point must be visible on x-axis. Children, here you can see 4 comma 0. Now another line is drawn. Children, can you tell me what kind of representation is there by both of these lines? Yes, the lines are intersecting. Here children, the point of intersection is A. What are the coordinates of point A? That is 2 comma 3. Now children, here you can see that using both the lines along with x-axis, there is a triangle formed, that is ABC. Now clearly the lines are intersecting at point A, that is 2 comma 3. Hence x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3 is the solution of both the equations. Thus the coordinates of the vertices of triangle ABC are A is 2 comma 3, B is minus 1 comma 0 and C is 4 comma 0. That's it for the day. Thank you and have a nice day.